Alright everyone, I know you have been waiting for this review. This is the review of the movie Dhurandhar The Revenge, the sequel to the blockbuster Dhurandhar that got released in December of last year. So here we are on an ordinary review with PJ, a place where we talk, discuss, review movies. Here's my review of Dhurandhar The Revenge. As we all know, Dhurandhar The Revenge is a sequel to Dhurandhar that got released in December last year. Now Aditya Dhar had this movie made in an 8-hour footage, which he decided to break into two parts. We all loved Dhurandhar. I was just absolutely gobsmacked by his storytelling and the entire movie experience. So much so that I have seen it 4 times. And even now, I just cannot get over the world of Dhurandhar. Given a chance, I would like to see it again on Netflix. Well, Dhurandhar The Revenge is the second half of that movie. And boy oh boy, it's an experience. It's bigger, it's more brutal, but at the same time more mesmerizing as to how Aditya Dhar has shot this movie, exposing all the possible incidents and elements that show how Pakistan has been affecting India on terrorism and how India is trying to eliminate the threat. Now there are a lot of incidents in this where there are facts and fiction mixed up, but it has been done so well, and that is in fact one of the reasons I feel this movie is loved by audience, because when you know some factual incidents and then we want to know how those things happen, and of course not everything will be known to anybody, because these are intelligence cases where you never get to know the real story. But when you know some facts and then you are able to fictionalize them a little bit to put a very strong compelling story, viewers love it. And that's one of the reasons I feel people are loving it, because it's so well written, the screenplay is awesome, it will not allow you to get off your seat even for 1 second. It's nearly 4 hours long, so better make sure that you take your bathroom breaks appropriately, because you will not feel like getting up even when you want to go to the bathroom. So that's the power of this movie. From beginning till end, it just keeps you hooked on. Now in my review, I'm not going to cover the story of the movie, because I'm sure you would have read it in so many reviews and tweets that are coming through. You would have also got to know a lot of spoilers by now about the movie, because it has a lot of twists and turns. Particularly the twist in the end is just absolutely fabulous, right? And it turns the story on its head towards the end. But by now, I'm sure you must be knowing it. Of course, I'm not going to tell you about that. What made this movie so special for me is what I'll cover in this review. Number 1, the story and the screenplay. As I said, it has been written beautifully. Every scene has been researched meticulously. Every scene has been placed meticulously. People have been dissecting the scenes in this movie and then are trying to figure out how the clarity of thought and the detailing is carried out. And that keeps you bound as a viewer. From beginning till the end, you just are not bored even for a second. So writing, screenplay, top notch. The second reason why I love this movie is the music. Shashwat Sachdev, I think you have completely blown me away by the way you have put music in this movie. The songs, the remix songs, the old songs have been contemporized by the new style with rap and other things. Music elevates the experience absolutely out of bounds. And I truly feel that you have broken the norms where you have inserted songs in scenes, like fight scene has a song going on in the background. It's completely new. It sometimes gives you a feeling as to, is it like some kind of a comedy show going on? But I think that entire experience of a fight and a music and an old song, remix song playing in the background just elevates your experience. So I think if for nothing else, you have to see this movie for the sound effects it has got. I think, again, 10 out of 10 to Shashwat for the way he has weaved the music, and to all the performers, the singers, and all the musicians who has played part in this movie. Third is the performances. Every character in this movie has outshone himself or herself. Right from Ranveer Singh to the smallest character that has played in this movie has created a presence, so much so that everybody is loving their performance. Even if they're coming on the screen for 2 minutes, people are just loving them. Small characters like even Gaurav Gera, for example, played Alam Bhai. He's so endearing, and he has a performance in this second part as well, which you will love. Then there is Rizwan, the guy, he looks a younger version of Sunny Deol. He had a small part in part 1, but he has a significant role in part 2. People are loving it. The guy who played Zarur Mistri, the hijacker of IC-814, who made the dialogue that Gude Bhar ka jor laga lo, hum yahi baithe hain, that guy, even those characters have outshone themselves so much so that people are just loving them. So I would say every character has played a absolute outstanding performance in this movie. But this one belongs to Ranveer Singh. Part 1 had Akshay Khanna, outshining everyone else. But this movie truly belongs to Ranveer Singh from first scene till the end. He just has absolutely stamps his authority. His emotional scenes, particularly the scene in the beginning, where there's a backstory of Jaskirat Singh going on, and he finds his sister in that shed, and the kind of emotional pain and experience that you see in his eyes and is on his face, you are blown away by this performance. I think Ranveer Singh has done or outdone himself. Benchmark performance by him. Equally brutal performance by Arjun Ramphal. If Akshay Khanna was a menace in part 1, well, Arjun Ramphal is a definition of brutality and spine-chilling performance that you will enjoy in this movie. As the antagonist Major Iqbal, he will hook you onto this performance. Sanjay Dutt, as usual, has his aura and and magical presence on the screen. You will love him when he's there on the screen. Madhavan, playing the character of Ajay Sanyal, which is based on Ajit Doval, is fabulous in this movie, right? And he was fabulous in part 1 as well, and he continues to be having a very impactful presence in this movie. Sara Arjun has a much smaller role compared to part 1, but very compelling. But the person who really will mesmerize you on the screen with his presence and will bring a smile on your face whenever he's there is Rakesh Bedi. He has outdone himself. He is a very, very accomplished actor, a very, very good comedian. We have seen him in so many comic roles before, but here he plays a sly politician and also has that humor that will keep you, engaged, and that will bring a smile as you're watching. The movie has a lot of action, a lot of brutality, but then whenever Rakesh Bedi is there, he brings a smile to your face. There are other important characters, like there is Surendra Vicky. You will remember him from the series Kohra. He is there in this movie. He plays Arjun Rampal's dad, a very bitter man who keeps taunting his son, but a very impactful presence by him as well in this movie. And then there are umpteen number of other small characters. Everybody is there in this movie with a purpose. There is intent, there is performance. You will just absolutely love it. So the performances are top notch by everyone. The last part of why I love this movie is the direction by Aditya Dhar. He is absolutely genius in terms of how he does storytelling. The amount of research, the amount of detailing, the amount of clarity of thought in how he wants the movie to play out, how the actors have to perform, it's all director's vision. And I think he stands by it, and a truly path-breaking director, somebody who's going to take Indian film industry to the next levels by his way of storytelling and his way of making movies. Look forward to more such magical movies from him. Great credit to him. I think he deserves all the applause. He deserves all the awards that are coming. Absolutely fantastic work by Aditya Dhar. I forgot one thing which I have to mention in the review. I know I completed most of my review, but one thing that stands out is the casting of this movie. And the casting director, Mukesh Chhabra, he has outdone himself, he's outshone himself. Every single character and how they resemble to the real people, because many of the characters are based on real people, is just fabulous. The smallest of the detail, the resemblance, the work that has been done to make the person look very similar to the real people. And there I'm sure the makeup artists have done a fabulous job. But finding the right person to play the character, casting director, this time Oscars have created a new category for casting directors. I believe strongly that same should apply to Indian film industry also, where our casting directors who have done so much of homework, so many auditions to get the right actor to play the character should be recognized. Mukesh Chhabra, double thumbs up in the way you have found people who have just mesmerized us with their performance and resemblance to the real character. One point, Nawaz Sharif, check it out for yourself. The actor who's been brought in, he is an exact replica of Nawaz Sharif. So maybe, you know, sometimes you feel that whether he's going to be his duplicate even in real life. So casting director, I forgot to mention in my main review, but I have to add this, absolutely fabulous. Overall, I would say if you have not seen this movie, check out in a theater. It's an experience in a theater. Do not wait for it to come to OTT, because you will truly not enjoy on OTT, because as I said, the music is the power of this movie, and the music effect and the scenes along with it will make it truly memorable for you if you go to a theater. I'm going to check it out again, and let me tell you this, I am absolutely ready for this, to see this movie multiple times in the theater. So Dhurandhar The Revenge, a must watch. Check it out in a theater near you. So that's it, guys. That's the review of the movie Dhurandhar The Revenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to more interesting reviews in the coming weeks. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. You will get interesting episodes in the future. There is a bell icon. If you click, you will get auto notified of all the episodes that I put up. So look out for new reviews from me in the coming weeks. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.